Hi Algebra 2. This is just a quick video of the student syllabus, so if you missed the first day of class, then you might want to have this information. So at the top is the phone number and my extension. You can leave a message. It's not a phone that rings directly. You have to leave a message. So a better way to contact me is either through email or Remind. So there's two different codes. One is for the parents and one is for students. So you want the student code right here. All right. So you're going to text to 81010 and the message is going to be at Holden Algebra 2. If your parents want to join Remind also, then they would use this code that I'm highlighting in green. Okay, you must join the Google Classroom. So there's a different code for each period, so please join the appropriate one based on whether you're in period 3, 4, or 9. So Algebra 2, this is a Regents level course. You're taking a Regents at the end. It's the third year of a 3-year sequence. You're in this class because you're going for your Advanced Regents diploma. All right, the Regents at the end will count as a final exam. And there's a brief, outline of what we do. So we're going to talk about imaginary numbers, complex numbers, more about functions. Those include polynomial, rational, radical, trigonometric functions, model real-world situations, how to solve equations, more complex equations than you've done previously, solving quadratic equations, including complex numbers, solving exponential equations, using logarithms. So there's a lot of new stuff. We're building on a lot that you learned in algebra 2 years ago, and just taking that a little bit further. You are required to take that Regents exam at the end of the year, and that will count as your final exam. Okay, this is not a course that you have to take. All right, you guys are electing to be in this because you want that Advanced Regents diploma. There's a lot of work involved in this class, so just understand that there's a lot of material to cover. We don't have days off for anything. If you're absent, you do need to, catch up with what it is that you missed, and make sure that you're staying on top of everything. It's an overwhelming class, and that there's a lot of material that we have to cover. There'll be homework every day that you need to do, and as long as you stay with us, then you should be fine. I do recommend that you have a binder because you're going to be getting a lot of handouts. I don't care if you write in pen or pencil. Graphing calculator. If you don't have a graphing calculator, one that you can download onto your phone is called Calculate 84. You cannot use your phone for a quiz or a test though. All school rules will be enforced, so you should not be texting or using your phone for other things unless you're using it as a calculator during class time. I need you focused for the 40 minutes that we are in class so that you get the most out of it and you're able to ask questions on anything you don't understand. So tests or quizzes can range from 20 to 100 points. Tests will always be announced. There's always a review prior to the test. The best way to study for the test is to review what we've done for that chapter. Try redoing any problems that you didn't understand. And each test will also have an optional review on Castle Learning that will be worth extra credit. That's due the morning of the test. Quarterly or midterm is going to be at the end of the quarter. That could be worth 100 plus points, and it's a cumulative exam. Do nows are worth 2 points each. So the unit do nows are done at the beginning. Each do now is done at the beginning of the class. There will be a do now sheet that will be handed out for each unit and is due the day before the test. Spiral review. So those are worth 10 points. There's a spiral review sheet assigned every Friday, and that will be on Castle Learning or Delta Math. It's due the following Friday. And it's just a cumulative review of everything that we've learned during the year. It's expected that you use your notes to complete the spiral reviews, and think of those as like an open notebook take-home quiz. Class participation. All assignments will be posted in Google Classroom. If you're absent, it is your responsibility to find out what you've missed and make up any missed work. You will get a class participation grade for each quarter. Homework is 3 points per assignment. Homework will be assigned daily. It's important that you do homework each night as we'll be going over it the next day. There will be a homework grade for each unit. Most nights the homework will be watching a video. If homework is working on problems, all work must be shown even for multiple choice problems. Okay, so most nights your homework will be watching a video. You need to watch that before class starts the next day if you want full credit for it. If you watch it after, then you can get partial credit on it. All grades are always listed in PowerSchool, and you can just use the access code that the school gave you to see your grades and your average at any time. So there's a couple things you need to join. Remind, that's the app that you can text me and I can text you. You can just get in touch with me. This is the student remind code again. I had that in the beginning. All right, so please make sure that you sign up for Remind. The parent Remind code is different, so make sure that you sign up for the correct one, and you can give your parents the other Remind code. Delta Math. So Delta Math is similar to Castle Learning. The nice thing about Delta Math, though, is that I can give you a topic, and you get different problems within that topic. You can look at an example before doing a problem, and you can even watch a video on the topic if you need, and you get a retry. You do need to make an account on Delta Math. If you used Delta Math last year, you're still going to have to go to deltamath.com and click Students, and then enter the appropriate code based on which class that you're in. So period 3, there's your code. Period 4, there's your code. And period 9, there's your code. All right, Google Classroom, the codes are listed here again. So everything that we do in class will be on Google Classroom. All assignments can be found there. Any links to videos, any blank copies of any work that is handed out in class will also be there. The best way to contact me is through email with a Remind app. If you're absent or have a question, please feel free to email me at any time. And the email is right there, jholden@centralislip.k12.ny.us. Extra help. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to speak to me. I will post the extra help schedule in Google Classroom. And then just a typical day. So you're going to watch a video for homework the night before. The next day in class, we do a do now. So you take out your do now sheet using your notes from the video that you watch, because you're going to take notes from the video. Do the do now, and those do nows will be collected at the end of the unit. After the do now, we'll go over it. So you'll correct any mistakes that you made on the do now. So when you hand it in, it should be 100% correct because we will have gone over it. I'll give a brief summary or answer any questions that you have on the video that you watched, anything you had trouble with, and then we just practice problems. Okay, so you're going to have a practice packet that goes along with that notes packet, and we'll just make sure that you understand everything that you learned for that particular lesson. Okay, that's it.